Manjeev. Welcome, Manjeev.
Yes, hi Mira. Thank you for having me today.
Thank you, Manjeev. Thank you
Yep.
for being here. It's an honor to have you at APU.
Yes, it's back to
And
normal now, right?
oh yes,
Yes. Yep.
Manjeev, it's
Okay.
it's really good to be here together with you and face to face rather than being online. So
Yep.
Manjeev, I would like to start off perhaps with a quick introduction about yourself, Manjeev. Tell us about yourself.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, those of you viewing online, those of you who are here at the auditorium, thank you very much, APU. Thank you very much, Money Match, also for allowing me to be representing the brand. Today, I'm here representing a startup in 2015, and then came to the Sandbox 2017, graduated from Sandbox 2019, and then boom, COVID came, right? And how things have evolved, I will share a bit more later. How the company saw the penetration. The two co-founders, which is Adrian Yap and Nathan Munasamy, uh, started this company with a thought in mind that we will revolutionize finance. But I think the impact was beyond expectation, right? It has gone to a point that it's now part of a consortium for digital bank that was issued by Bank Negara, the license together with CAF. So we are one of the Islamic digital bank. But maybe let me start a bit about myself, right? So uniquely, Mira, I think if you ask me like 5 years ago, 7 years ago, if I have seen myself coming to this stage, I would say no. I would just, just the person who is just doing work after work. But I think more important is that as we see the compliance arena growing, and there's also a requirement to be part of the ever-growing fintech evolution,
Mhm.
this is where you need to evolve yourself also, right? You need to learn, you need to
Absolutely.
pick up the main points and just not say, okay, this is how it is. I need more manpowers, but how do I use technology today? So I studied in MMU, Multimedia University. I graduated there. I did my master's in Asia University. Then while my career has been with Bank Negara, as you rightly pointed out, I was with the Banking Supervision Department. I went to Labuan for a while, offshore.
Wow.
Then I came back to PIDM. I worked in a couple of banks, HSBC, UOB, and also Hong Leong. And then in 2020, I decided to go to they call it the dark side, right? So whether you want to call it dark side, good side, I think it's never changed how things have evolved. And I believe that it's also important to have both background, right? Regulator and also as an industry player before you come to this level of maturity. And today I'm proud to be associated with the brand Money Match and also being their group chief compliance officer. We have presence in Malaysia, we have presence in Australia, Brunei, Hong Kong. Now just finished the session with Singapore, so we're going to Singapore as well. And it has been a very unique journey, right? So I think this is where every university graduate, as you come out, the journey is not like you just come out and work, right? You need to
Yeah.
keep evolving, keep enhancing your skill set so that you remain relevant. And that's what I have been doing over the last 20 years. Sounds old, but it is what it is. Yes, Mira.
Absolutely. And that's such a good point that you raised there, that we have to stay relevant. Fintech is something that we probably never heard of, years ago. And when we were students, when we were studying, we probably never thought that this is an evolution that is eventually going to take place. Hi, sir. In your opinion, what is the top three things a graduate needs to look out for in the fintech industry?
Wow.
Ah,
Top three things.
top three things.
Well, I think number one is the ability to express yourself, lah, right? I think that's always the sometimes we see when we hire the person seems to be reserved, he or she not sure about her potential also. But the ability to express yourself, the ability to challenge the norm is very important because if you can't do so, then it cannot translate your education to the real working life, right? How do you translate theory to practical? I think that's one. I mentioned about being a hustler, then you must be able to, if I usually study accounting and I say, sorry, I got no accounting position for you. Are you open to do marketing? Are you open to do comms? Are you open to do compliance? Take up the challenge, right? Because at the end of the day, you are in the space and you learn. Because the person, excuse me, if you are an accountant and you can still talk to your finance people in the space
Absolutely.
already.
Yeah.
But until you don't go and say, no, I'm insisting, I want to be finance in a fintech, then it's very limited space. But I don't mind being a comms person. I don't mind being an operations person. And then I pick up. And within the fintech space, you can rotate
Yeah.
quite easily, right? And third and lastly, you also must be able to uh, demonstrate your willingness to take the extra mile. I think that
Absolutely.
is where we always realize that our core, our rock stars, our champions out there are not just saying, oh, I come with a background for internal audit, I only can start audit. Today, I can do project management. And suddenly my salary from the 5, 6,000, 7,000 ringgit to just double up almost 12, 13,000. But it's hard work, lah. I say. So you need to be associated with that. That not only what you study you can grow, but how can you revolutionize certain things, and you feel confident, and then you can do that part.